Sin je gevaarlijke naast Jace Balleglas voor zo'n jemme Jeremy show, zo'n koepen krinje daar vele fietjes en drie in de Alpen, eigenlijk zo'n ongera. Alpen je dagen mag gewoon een krieke shows, maar wanneer je zat er nog kaast, het had gemoedig over je Jeremy jachten. Kachbeep kennen we allemaal, het kan het doen. Hallo, Fiskema. Agus fáilt ar chun fátka náisiúnta seo tu Jace Balleglas go fáilt ar go pátka Hamden agus go tear acu balcóise beo seo i BBC Alba. A mér me gáid chlán fáilte chríal a chur ar neolaige vis nar cúteach é naiche nach Joel Murray. Joel, many thanks for being with us here on BBC Alba. We're playing under the lights here at Hampden Park. Set the scene for us.
Set the scene. I think the scene speaks for itself. What a fantastic stadium. The pitch is immaculate. The fans have turned out in numbers. All we need now is the performance and the 3 points.
Absolutely. Scotland are going for their third win of this qualifying campaign. Are you seeing signs, Joel, that the players are buying into the new manager's philosophy?
I think so, yes. I think the discussions that I've had with players throughout the week during camp, they've spoke very positively of the play, so they are looking forward to implementing that, and hopefully we'll see that creativity and that positivity tonight.
It was encouraging through the week, Joel, hearing the likes of Erin Cuthbert talking about the high performance, the professional environment that Pedro is trying to create within this setup. That must be encouraging for the future of the national side.
It certainly is encouraging. I think the players within the national team, they need that environment. They need those resources on and off the pitch to be able to perform and succeed, and certainly the impact that that'll have from now until years to come will be magnificent.
How do you feel the side's coping without Kim Little since she retired, and who do you feel is her natural replacement at that number 10 role?
I think they've coped okay so far. I don't think you'll ever replace Kim Little. What a magnificent player she is, but I think naturally Caroline Wheel will step into that void. She's a very creative player, two-footed player, and a player that can play box to box and fill that void, I think.
Joel, many thanks. We'll hear more from you throughout the match in commentary. And speaking of commentary, there's an English language commentary option available just now by pushing the red button, and you can follow the on-screen instructions. Nes tashntal nul, gurnerish en jagarish akin heen at elkaar sturig tronigame. Ellen Machleoch.
Ha Alpe agus y slwygydd Chile de Farca Hamden het son y gemme shot yn byn byd de Farpis Jerefi Cwpen y Crynia. Hos ich Alpe gys nasal na'n dach y yw'r sio, fwn ich had y siach gyhyn yn ein hylan yn farach ach bydwlan nes trese ropa yn och. Mes noch ag skippen y Alpe gyda fwn ich had y gag yn noni yn nôl yn Budapest fi chi'n big an y farach idd mias agus fi Pedro Martinez Losa y giri na 3 byngen y riest yn och an yn glas. Als je een vijfking eigen heunje is zo ik Hamden is sloeg het tien mag big stogen door de pik en warok de sloeg is zo als je een vijfking GG de gebooi een hek eerste skippen een pan na halve eet kusen is zo tor galak en ook is de vijfking de leugjakke een vijfking stogen en nagenjeloch de skippen een pan en wel bij pik en vliegen aan keumas bij kutje zo as a squad nation dag. Bi atne e cashlik e giri e vi as a squad nation de agus chanierig at na biad na parke Hamden e sonne vi cleich ne gemen in shin parke mar hors Joel parke ha chomasias e vi parke gema farsing ach parke vis Alba e dogus kiu e vidis kormen giljorachke bal chud istach ganne teul. Na skipien geboor Jeshalkus tien macha mi vijfking de te haugen en vaart worm gewel. Sinefeu het skippen a halape big an varach ek Pedro Martinez Losa rag an skippe ex en giroch het Giano Jeshal. De sonne game gutter mag show maar va kalm gra Big 3 pungen nog kiel gelat le 9 pungen van 3 gemmen en hele viache as a vian shot de Farpis Jerefi Cwpen y Crynia. Chanierig atyn a biar agus cydera iacach shin gybigad eith mwlwch byn byd de Farpis Jerefi Cwpen y Crynia. Cwpen y Crynia y fys yn cael dafliana an yn Australia agus an y Sielan Norg. Bi gilior y doch ys gybi chys gilior y shin ach chanel cys chys y sio y parca Hamden yn och. Wa ni an och fwyr, wel eiche fwyr roche a hacking ach nesgepien chaviaten y faraching datje. Ys at y chini mach yn nisht. Gw parca nasyn ten a halape y sio ag Hamden y tyfyd Balaglasgo Rachel Corsi le skip yn y halpa galental se y mach yn y parc. Skipper yn nungar cwtioch gydiano y mach yn y parc sisiach ag haptyn achgus yn alapa y tîni mach sy'n y feiking ag ydirig sy'n Erin Cuthbert efis cho cwtramach dy skip yn y halapa na nymar strach bi Pedro Martinez Losa bi esyn dirach y dochus agos y geir yn y 3 pwyngen yn och agos bi sy'n ysdau na ffain nasiant y tosach y geme ha sy'n y tosach yn och gyda the foundation na Hungary. Agus yn o'r sy'n foundation na halapa. Cluny sin y taich dy skip yn y halapa y dol le Lee Alexander iddyn y pwysht. Yn o'r sy'n ec y hwyl ha McLaughlin, Corsi yn captain, Jane Beatty agos Docherty, Cuthbert, Robeston agos Weir iddo Bieluson, le Emsley, Ross agos Grimshaw ys y leina dy skip yn y halapa. Corman Giliori the Veingis na Kemen in international to Shaw 5 agus Cunnings idir na pushed maha arach yi Snoshin Boyle, Graham Evans, Arthur Howard, Clark, Hansen, Cleland, Davidson agus Ness. Ganungara ha Reka Shocks idir na push Diana Nemeth ag Gahul Cori Kovac, Paps agus Shavo, Sishajar and Captain Le Fenivesi Bielo Elena Hul, Nagy, Vago agus Zeller le Lilia Shipos suas ekenui. iddo feingi iaws yn habiro agus eros mae arach gyda na pwsti i Foderos pwstai Saviana, Papai, Loretta Nemeth, Vatcher, Sashani, Koshan, Shigi agus Zagor. Caroline Weir can be a late Hutramach in an arach rain skipping a halapa for rain at a huge if ne Helen and Farach a tourism yirig a vashin a show a Camden skipper watcher a hick Pedro Martinez Losa Erin Cuthbert a Clay a leva the skipper Chelsea in the season set Marha. Skipper Rachel a hacking and Oxon as a netalt a hat Maria Sole Caputi as a Vian Leta Veronica a Ray Nalainikin Yesha Veronica Veterel agus Veronica Martinelli Deborah Bianchi a Kenny Vicky a show a Farkenagente. Alapa is Shesu Kola it Hoshoch the Yemme Shin Gis Taike Helting the Claykerin and NWSL Shin and the Drochiel the Horse Sabi. Taich Gamal Water and Miscus Lug is show a Camden Ganish Shin Colliery Clayhidron and in America College in NWSL. Ashinichiano Chishal Bigan Yukin Idakal must be Alaba a Toshahug in the Nunga. Rachel Corsi a tosh to skipper eike Collug iriest na fachgel meirig eike she Girachus a skipper a fifrugug a show it biolo a slug a Camden. Skippen a halapa Kujoch enoch dol irugloon shin gus taich go chudrish na himmerstin in the Grand Kinney taich giliora riech de misk a loch taich is son na raina de shin. Giano Jeshal Maha agus hashin Jeshal gus tashahu Jane Ross give kukushin iddi hasan the galapa. Jen Beatty Mahali, she had ball the first, the gallop, Tras, he had Lee Amesley, Le Cheval, Ischach, Hajach, Le Cheval, Vashin, Ischach, the Caroline Weir, I guess, a Nungre, a Brishig, Edash, Suez of Hart. Skipplach for Nicola Doherty, as he had Satalischach gan a game, a ching for Nemeth, Diana Nemeth, as a line of who Ganunger and Noch. Ballerst Maha, Von Unger, Suez, Gu Lilia Shiposh, she had given click lay heen, Suez Ekevillach, the Donunger, I guess, ha, Dulan Kavirok Bushe, Mahai, gus Corman, a Hruach, who can escape Eike. Carsavach, to this day, Hamden, a Draste, I guess. Carsavach is on Toshach again. Da skipper Joch Fiachan Rini Casanaka Achka Olorok in the Farke Voda Hasho. If not be Giliorach Yolach Alpe, Tiroch in the Nunne game, a Clay show with Yarich Kainig chluichad yn ei Jamaica mas jachad go cwpan y crynia David is Nigeria as a rank game as a Danik slow board. It's on a game Shin. Joel, nothing so far. Both teams just trying to settle into the game.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was nice to see that we got in behind in the first kind of 10-20 seconds there. Jenny played a lovely ball in behind for Claire Emsley, and Caroline was lucky not to get on the end of the cutback. But I think in the opening stages of the game, both teams will be looking to suss each other out, figure out how each other are going to play, and then try and exploit weaknesses.
How much will the size of the pitch here at Hampden make a difference to things?
I think it'll be a massive difference tonight. I think anyone who watched the game in Hungary saw that Scotland maybe failed to exploit Hungary because of the small and narrow pitch, but tonight's pitch is massive, so for me we've got the players in key areas to exploit weaknesses, get in behind and try and create and be positive in the final third.
Alapa in the chain there, Rachel McLaughlin is through it. Ach, Gírach a cawl a bhail as a noshan sin agus I ball a brisig far Rachel McLaughlin Stalmach son prepisteach gonna check Lee. Yn Ungar mahag a chumal garage. But the fiach in Kiu is a chumal garage ach a feiking diolch a fwy a hec Grimshaw idd cwysyn y sin a ys i y tostydd cloichytr yn Ungar y fal chod y machas y far gymcwswlwch o'r eich. Rachel McLaughlin could be fine. Darna Corum in the Val is Jack Riest, Honixin Jane Ross, Ekajiri Hachgan, Hokutramach Savai, the Skipper Rangers is at the fine Gavashin, Ek Peters Hill and Glasgow City. Spi Gajera Kutramach enough the Skipper and Halapa Mahad, Gusna Tripingen, had the Giri eyeing Shin. Satellistach Maha gan Ungar gachud thirst fiaching Kiu Rishalina Yach go Waragach clear Cuthbert to Shin Erin Cuthbert Gamalishgal Giano Roch the Balach Rashkan Alina James Hashin Feiking Maha Lee Alexander Gamatri Chinimachus vi ik mian agus cria a leine Giana sin fiachne chluichadarin idir nimal a fuchtige erst mar a bheith mi grafo corsi sin ball snog go McLaughlin isi gaing iras is deach a bhíana farke ach nuair sin tíach ir a chawl le Lisa Robertson. Docherty gachal and Norton Robertson gaga chidash the galope. It's a big and socher who ye skipping a halope reached had lish eval had lish le unie gilor eval ach genialat hajachke kiu even nunger de brishik she is bullachast. Maha Kuchima de Vale Hag Claire Emsley Fiach and Rishaval Igli dash the skip and a hallop a fine pike a slug a shot ek Park a Hampden I guess Miyiri Kuchima Shin Chinka Bull Robestan Gutch Ball Miana Fake Erin Cuthbert Gachud Earth ach Jane Ross Girach Eriglachig if Kulu Elena Gian. Joel, we've seen that straight ball, that quick ball a couple of times now. Will that be the main plan for Scotland?
I think so, yes. It was a lovely pass from Jenny there. It was a nice kind of disguised reverse pass into Erin's feet. She found herself in between the lines, and then Jane just kind of started her run too early, which meant she was offside. But I think that pass will be key if we can get our creative players, our players like Erin and Caroline on the ball in between lines and players running off. That'll be kind of our success tonight, I think.
We saw Jane Ross playing that target role at the weekend for Rangers. How important is she to how Scotland want to play here?
She's extremely important. I think Jane being our striker, she's the main focal point of the team. I've played against Jane for many years, and she's an extremely tough player to play against, because you don't know if she's going to drop short or run in behind. She's got a lot of kind of characteristics and abilities and things that she plays off in her game. So I think if she leads well from the front, we'll do well tonight.
Skill snog sin van Nungad is noshan sat the click eited at heen agus gang shachat idleine chul na halape. Rachel Corsi is sin gus cushion a havluk the galape scharo fame if dat de varach it joch scoop a good fall sonne satellistach. Chape satellistach Ross National Vaun agus a reachere Kiri sin a hort the galape in that ganungad. Alape táise go géiríist ag go chúg maha. Ríist I fiaching irs trá McLaughlin I the tuh chearst agus Ewan sí trúige sin I Ellen Cuthbert. Ha ráiste de casa nach hí sin díach gorá sin car gorst ag Ellen Cuthbert a seo ag Hampden. Captain skipper Nungre Vaka Gavel Kainike Caution Jen Beatty Lishanurb Iridaragage Saval Skunyal Getavo Shocks Saval Skunyal Kumal Alapa Gunterlishin Ballastjach Von Tuv Ballastjach van Von Tuv Vrisha Norshin to Jen Beatty agus Saval of Skunyal for Chekli and Nungare Rina Shocks. We're Riish Lishabal Giracha Hishin Thirst Amesley Gaing Hajach Geshe there's this Yano Leish Ach I has the Kuchum Evelina Hul and Nungat. Weird Riish Maha, good Doherty, Skill Skunyal, Son Fine Shacha did a line of fool. Hajach Gita in the Val of the Stach, high guitar, a fine every Boshan. Joel will have a look back at the save here. Ball in, broke out to Jen Beatty, and she made the keeper work for the save.
She certainly did. She stayed up from the free kick there and finds herself in space on the edge of the box, and it was a clean hit and equally so a fantastic save from the goalkeeper.
Chapering it feinach on that varach the shin ganoshan maha. Geez the sar chlichter in a halape. Cuthbert agus weir gachlichter. Chlichter in Gian and Nunga. The Giano Gillior getagus fine in Falav agus a brishig suas a fark. Alpe fine Irashketan, a Clayhitter in Gian, a Vasuas, it's on every portion. Giano Gillior is fine Irash, I guess a skipper, Havlik, McLaughlin, Ishin, Gachudamachador, in Parke, I guess a Tosh Corum, Big and Furkig, the skipper, a Halape, so that the Sechtlik Irash is J. Visuas of Ark. Kovac Maha, Gachleich, Irash Siders, the Mian line of Hul, Shid Le Pap, Suas a Tev Lee, as a shit Hashin Faking, Dal Shachat McLaughlin, a Nungari Giri, Survey von the Rachel, Echel Jachakingach, Hanel Data Ching, Haholishin, Fijak Eater, Shin ha gyda chlychydr yn yngre idd fantasias alapag a chlychymach agos Sipos y sio ha sy'n effeithio'n gilydd y gorstach y chanel cwysyn eitr y cort y gria by diolch y stri yn ei McLaughlin y sy'n agos chachryd mi gyda'n McLaughlin sian ach girach mar y bwli y cas ystach y ffarc. Joel, we see here it's not really the challenge that causes the injury. It seems to be she catches her foot in the turf.
I think so, yeah, it definitely looked like that. There didn't seem to be much contact, if any at all. It looks as if she pulled up slightly there, but it does look a sore one, and this will be a massive loss for Hungary. I watched her in the warm-up, and she can certainly strike a ball. She had a few hits from distance in the game over there, and if she needs to come off, that'll be a massive loss to Hungary tonight.
Massive loss indeed. We see Sipos there. She's playing up front on her own. Margaret Katz, new to the job, looking after Hungary. What do you think she will bring to this team? We've seen them, you saw them in the previous game. What sort of style do they have?
It looks as if they're playing a kind of mid-block. They're playing off triggers, so under-hit, over-hit passes, poor touches. That's what they're looking to play off. And I think for us, we need to play with a bit more intensity to try and move Hungary, because they're quite comfortable to sit in their shape and sit in that block and just ask us to play around them. So I think they're keen to stay compact and play in that style of play. But I think for us, we need to stay focused, keep our discipline and be patient, but play with a bit more intensity and pick and choose when we play that ball forward and better decisions.
Ba ek Lilia Sipos Mahari do farne parke imoke papal chin papai gamalishgal chin in the farke diolch yn fain fysrwch me yirig bo Margaret Kratz has in faking hast geta gevel Sipos laie id ortne parke I guess big and chicken hast must be corum egenunger chilig erasku in a chlychydr diak. Cuthbert sin Giano Maca gutchadash me an parke Chaisha notion illegal I guess I shouldn't tosh corum ganunger maha chlychydr sin emoke papai ein idde farke sin nache Lilia Sipos mar chonig sin ishe idde gorstach I guess diolch mar hwrs me a sige id ortna parke hast. Rachel Corsi fine skipping a halapa maha erash gudol Ked Mangors did na roinin a ha gaviaigishe Caroline Weir roinia Hergy ishe tunday agus gachlai gesnasal and my good Jen BT a geri gedilch gesochgrich line hul na halapa gesochgrich stoch in a clicker in a miana parke. Rachel Corsi the kuchu ishin Lily Alexander hay the week ma arst mach as a voxeike mar ha noch I guess on a doige forsten noch de galoppe geroi cho arst shin. Joel, we've seen already tonight Lee Alexander's been quite high up the pitch out of her box and kind of helping Rachel Corsi out there with that pass.
Yeah, definitely. Lee's got that in her locker. She's a fantastic shot stopper, but she can also play with her feet, and that's the reason why she's playing so high in outer box, and she'll be looking to kind of add to the build-up and help Rachel and Jenny out, and Lisa Robertson as well when she drops into that area.
Just how important is it that she can kind of let those wide players go and be that extra player in the middle of the pitch for Scotland?
It's so important because it then hopefully it creates an overload for us. So if Lee plays high, it allows our players to play even higher, creating that overload and hopefully getting success and in behind.
Caroline Weir-Maha, Ching, Erash Isteach and Le Eichgeheen, Gaskulig Tarsin, Nicola Doherty, or Efarke Shaw, Edar Bialo, Ishika Chleich Erash, Gaten BT, I guess, Riest Weir, Emia Nalina Cool, and on Trichke Vissi, Emia Nalina Cool Eichgeheen, Hai Torst. Triplet in Gilliard, the Leinichen, Hul, Fieg, Sassing, see Cleich, the skip of Manchester City, Ach, the Galapa, Hai, Tilligerash, Fiachan, Kusion, a Horsha, Fiachenry, Cleich, big gan snas as y game, big gan lose as y fawl ach Turishin Chanela Bwlwch y gwber dy galop agos hysyn effeiking gydach hysyn clychyd nyngre legal le Robestan. Cuthbert rei siachad yr y feil hysyn maha. Sin ka akal eg boine yn nungre agus papai if ein hiad strug eichgische er val de legal er falaf geta le Caroline Weir gaan trike ni kloike der goma recall Caroline Weir sin agus yn nungre fein konum bal hat alles jach an vokse de scoop er falaf geta len boine goed na halappe hasin feiking geta graun ek yn nungre ha val haast geta mas jach rich wope Hwle clychyd bo alapa gyda ysdiach as y leach gehyn gan y ffarg. So sy'n y ffacal nechael corymach brisig ymach sŵs agos gyffeima chiligyrach y bal gyrach y rwy ymach. Edson efrib ymach fan y chwl y gli Alexander. Almost 18 minutes gone, Joel. How happy will the Scotland management team be with this start to the game?
I think happy in the sense that we've not conceded. However, I don't think he'd be happy with our play. We need to be a bit more patient and controlled and composed in possession. I feel like we're forcing it forward when we should be keeping it and playing it short, and we're playing it short when we should be going forward.
Alapa General Erstis is shock at that. Hashin a fake game, a ball girach. Ha Christy Grimshaw a geary, bre Boshan no Kayu Survrib ach Haturi Tatje. A ball a Giano is Jirig Farke, ha Brishig Fark Grimshaw. She me Jirig hook so together val Hisha mismention geary Survrib in Skas Marachaya Puchtig as a dream ach. Roshian van de reachere Italchach aking en nog Maria Caputi reachere nachtering kugunig is een nog ju kugunig kan vi shejig in de nicha kijke. Manager Nungere Tolletje Grieke Shaw nach drein Alpe Shian nach Dura de deel haat en shirig. Erin Cuthbert maha, gutje bal en Miana Farke, Caroline Weir, sruiger eerst de galoppe, gachud eraste Nicola Doherty, Piganunia eichgische, ga ge stjache shin, ge Jane Ross, erasku Emsley, as a vokse, Cassin Lua eichgische, achaduri korum met de bal, wachud de stjach. No end ball there for Scotland, Joel. Great build-up, but just no chance at the end of it.
Fantastic build-up. Caroline Weir doing what she does best, driving the ball forward at pace. But yeah, Claire will be disappointed with that shot there. I think she got caught in two minds whether to shoot or cross, and she done neither.
We've seen Caroline Weir back in her own half to pick up the ball a couple of times. How unusual would that be for her when she's usually much higher up the pitch?
Caroline does that quite a lot in games like tonight where we're not able to find players higher up. She'll drop deep and be more capable and very capable of doing so. So it's not something that she's not done before. But I think we'd all like to see Caroline on the ball higher up the pitch.
Alpa maha puchtug suas a farke. Sapach is in de miane varke agus Alpa haka Hal Robeston and Kalamach Corsica for the Rashku Alexander Vaikiri Jiki Alexander Emach son eval eing Mirig Haro Korameike is in ach a ball Mach in Ortne Park is in a vakal Graun Eggenungen Haval Riest Annalena Halape Schanel Shostoch Dol Marivik Dunje smuintje een keet in Rangenen ha Nungre ik arf daich te kehev Alpe ik arf fiche te ja aan Rangenen FIFA ach geniere se keju has een guntel gun kusvormen va as a game I guess gun fi Shelton cyw y differ a hysyn as na rangan a sy'n y ffeicin gyda na clychyd yn y biar ag alap yn nisht y brisig gyda'r Erin Cuthbert ga ein y rash y mian na ffarc ys jay gan y chiad tosioch tosioch fi a sy'n y ddynnymer stach y ddyrst Jen BT yn oes yn ga chwth girach y ddyrst dy wir bal sgynial y fygedd fi sy'n Emsley y fa Caroline Weir y gamas idd y sy'n chadwyd y tiachad i'r Kovac y mian y lein y chwl don yngyd ach sy'n y siors y clich efys Pedro Martinez losa y Giri barak y sy'n eichging barak y sy'n mar a ha sy'n y feichging alap y brisig yr ers tro Claire Emsley agos beichgyd girach siachad i'r daragyd girach i'r slyd y chynnydyf chli gan y daragyd y sy'n agos fi hedd fi Giri gygyrygi Cron i'r daragyd just pulls the shot wide of the post there, Joelle.
She certainly does. It was a nice hit in the end. However, I think a few seconds earlier, Jane Ross wanted the ball played to her. She peeled off the defender's shoulder and found herself in a couple of yards space. So I think Jane was a bit frustrated that Claire ended up hitting the shot there.
Doherty agus Ross a bha a sa bhog san Aronian a bheice chai hain weir a duras a dolly hain hai idd fawlach o ddysdiach fa dol siachad i'r ffost Charochi gli yn yngre Rika Shocks bwlach rier eich gradol siachad i'r ffost alapus dochus mention gyro corach idd ifri bosian ein chadwyd a chyn yn na chyn siad yn yngre ha gachlich mach stoch y gydwyr i corach idd y fal charociliorang gys y reach i'r chud yn ôl chynno sian gyda. Grimshaw mae hag a sadal ysdiach gw Erin Cuthbert eisiau yr eist gachleich yr ash gw Lee Alexander a ha y tîn ars dy machas y focs eichge dochwrt ein eist idd ymol na parke ga chwyd yr ers gw Robestan ga ffaing yr ash ach Robestan ga chwyd girach ymach i'r ort na parke byg eisiau mi holich y leis sy'n sgyn cwswl o'ch o'r efag lech ydr yn yngr i'r cwlw ach chan i egro wlwch sy'n bi o'r ymwneud y ffarc sy'n wlwch gilior cyw gys y balwch oedd girach machas y ffarc Emsley gyda lager eich o chwl ga pwchtig i'r erst y galap ach i'r eist chan i ala dolach so ys y ffarc sy'n yngr gachleich ymach eich cawn elin y parc Alaba diolch yn ffiach yn gysnasol gys y bawl chwmal y dol had le ŵn i gilior as y leach gehyn gys y bawl o chleich eichter BT, Corsi, Robestan ule fain Corman gilior y bawl ach chanel diolch o cwsa erstus fan hir as y hasyn y kleintyn y lwch taich geffiach yn rhain pwchtig edd erst pwchtig bygydd fegyr erst asyn y Corman chyn bo Emsley agos wir eich gyng as na mynach yn myirich a chanel geniach idd fi idd y darigaj hafis gyfel Pedro Martinez losa nachel ar i'r eich cyw nachel y dyl sy'n ach chwnig sy'n sio dyrys mi irig efo alap o chleich yn yngyd nach ro hyd le bwlwch y dol mar efo gesyn y gyri a sio y dol stoch as y nydoi cynnig gyda fwynig alap o gêm efo sy'n negach yn ionis fi ga Toliche ag dyrwch hwysyn na 3 pwynt gynaing hafis gyda gybygad y geri barach hyl bawl ysdiach y dyrys fo McLaughlin charok leich ydyr as alap y sy'n gys fain idd llawn y fwyl efo sy'n agos yn yngyd fain corym brisig sŵas y ffarc y Corsi fiach yngri cwswnia chwyd siachad i'r fal fa agos McLaughlin agos sy'n y ffacol yn corym ag papai yn o'r sy'n giroch y fal o'ch yr rash chan o lein y gian eich gehyn yr eist yn yngyd y gal yn corym cwys yn y hoch grych giroch bygan farach ŵnia hasyn eich ffych y tysi am yna sy'n ei loch gynnysg agos yn yngyd giroch y tolich y gilior le mae'r ha cwys yn y dol ag yn nidus y chan i lwylwch sy'n biorys yn ag yn nidus y gydwydd alap y corymyn gyfelad fo ôl o'ch fawr ag y chwl ha le Chorman iddi fi ac alapa chanel ginniu sin iddo bhí mar a thuairs mí idir daragad. Docherty maha fiachan rútagin Ianui Hain ball trachad idir lein a chúl de Emsley ise deach stat go chluichedáis Jane Ross as a bhogsa is ball a chile gedáis Emsley eke fust a chúl ha nóir sin Grimshaw leichor a meiche a chadúdi in a ball. This left hand side's been very good for Scotland so far.
It certainly has. It's seen a lot of the play. It was a beautiful ball from Nick into the channel for Claire Emsley, and she's done well to chop it back onto her right foot and get the ball in the box. But again, it's just that final kind of effort and that kind of cutting edge in the box that we're lacking there.
Erash as a bogsa ach gehéin maha alape le Alexander gachleich amach gebiti. Biti Riish gachleich isteach an bhíana fearcha go Robistan agus Corsi in is de gald ólacha I corma sin chruachu a lorach a pass a theirs tá sin féiking weir agus Cuthbert adsan a géirí a bhil agus sé weir a hac aing a durise cyú fiaching for Docherty Becan cus I the bhal Becan cus gus Caroline weir aing I deirí bhil ach bialape tornas Nas rieriche vi feiking Caroline Weir as a lay ag a nunger if yaching a balling a nache if he as a lay ag geheen mar a hashin ideiking Cuthbert as a hierkel a mean a farke ga chleich go McLaughlin Norsen Erashku Cuthbert dishe tunteig ball is jach ha Jane Ross ga gach ga chud mach I the chlie gille go Emsley ball is jach for Emsley agus ha virage deach a fein chas ceast chun a bhall agus sin a fácal cere brib Oshan a ham to gallopy. Another chance from the left hand side.
Yeah, another chance there. I think if that was on Jane's right foot, she probably would have had an effort on goal opposed to playing it out to Claire, but another chance down this left. We just need to try and get more from the right hand side.
Weir mahal is brib Oshan he gachud Ars the stach on a vogse Chickley Nungere shocks a chinimach gus a val a gleig ha a warach corum skippelte a val the chlik soos of harkach is de nunger joge a gale chorum hús na hochgrahug began chicken sminachin a hort fargalach is a toliche ik in Johnny Corsi gachleich isteach as a lay ekenunge gachleich thirst a ball a brishe grashe the coolishach she Caroline Weir ha kaing Cricasa the val agus Norsen Gaskule gemach go Docherty Unis article joreiche she the farkes a chleich Erashke biti joch tunteig se it is Docherty's biti Copper Call agus Jack Robistan agus joch alape Stroechken en Giljore de Valach en Kussers dus Cuthbert geta Fisaking Galicia is on lental eerst Beikje she de Tarkes hij gang en as stach en vokse agus hij de legal hij kent Mongoors Haneli Gieri every finish ha fis Erin Cuthbert gebegische nem big Corum sin in the finish gebegische de wie Gieri agus a breen rishere meien shin Joel, if we look back here, Erin Cuthbert didn't seem to ask for the penalty, didn't seem too much in it.
No, I don't think there was anything in it there at all, and you can see in Erin's reaction that she didn't think so either. It was a fantastically timed tackle. She needed to time it well because it was in the box, so anything else would have been a penalty. But yeah, Erin's reaction there suggests that there was no contact and it wasn't a penalty.
Kovac is it is leisje in Unsi is Jachet Cuthbert agus it got Cheval Ishe the vi le chutramach de skippen nungere she a chut stad eve maar ga je een bal stach begin pick an Vinich en Claire Emsley agus she is chut stad Erin Cuthbert leis eval as a box is unique jaarige sin gus corm groeg is ganemi kusuni ite Alape Kata Brishiger Stuele Jane Ross Duris Fang Shacha Delphin Cloike Drinjin Ach Riish Sheviraj Jingerash Ishe is slide is Stach cloiche sgynnal si is y dyw cli idir dochorti agus Jane Ross. Ross y Gianno Giglior, hai siachad i'r hyd iwnsi, y darna iwnsi, girach y cwyd yn bawl ymach idd Chian Farke, Jane Ross sgynnal y sin y bawl gyfeting y rash ysdiach von osian yn Cuthbert yn Tyrus. Ys on gasgwyl ysdiach arst agus alapa y fain corum von osian yle gan y Farke Tyrus. Grimshaw va fiaching riciawn ein iddo y fawr hysyn dy galapa. Gilyor sŵs hysyn fan y lein y chŵl hysyn y ffeiching. Jay hic Rachel Corstein siach tyl Giach ficid sy 3 tyl ag Jen Beatty dy galapa hysyn math o Jay ac leich y mian y lein y chŵl. Agus biat y gamas ydyn y cleichyd yr yn ard sy'n fan osian y dyrus. Big gan capatí stoch a big gan pwchtig y dol. Rachel Corsi Cwmol amach cywiogol yn iochentach ysyn as y fog se bawl tingysdiach maha bo Caroline Weir. Ard ysdiach yr eich safol ag sgynial. Jen Beatty y fasyn le corum iddo dyl. That's a great save, Joelle.
It's an incredible save. She's saw it late. It's been yards from her, and she's done well to get that away from goal there. Fantastic save.
Ball arst is Jack Ariest. Ik kan vast de goal have Beatty is in lees bal ka gelijk raas. Het team van de train gelijk er Gian en Nunger is het aan mismeen je gelijk. Agus Nunger ke ein fall af. Hoch kutremach ne prepanosha na shin te galope. Agus y dyrus y chanel cwys yn y dolgaif y ianians na corman y fasyn iddo daragaj. Corsi y fasyn y bawl y fasyn ysdiach hwchdiach y Jen Beatty. Chai eich gysio y bawl y sgwyl y ysdiach y Corsi ac se Grimshaw y fa idr i hen agus y dyl agus y chwch gian i'r cwysyn gan Nunger. Nunger at heen y fiaching tro viraj yr y daragaj ac dol amach gysimpli Lee Alexander y fain yn corum. Diolch bec an soch drwy chydydd cwysyn ac bi Pedro Martinez Losa. Tor nas rierig leis y 10 minut yn meirig corum yn nabiar iddo fi ac galopa Margaret Katz biola hodysig gael stocha alapa y fain ysdiach yn y game y fain eithna casanach y fain y riham y hasyn a had y gyri agus y fi y fain na corman asyn. Satal ysdiach y ting fo Nicola Doherty. Ysdiach gwir. Eisiau tiwn dag y cedd am y gwrs dag y sian tro chorsi es y lein o chŵl a hai fiach yn rhi ers y gian o bal y sgwyl ag ymach gwm y clochlyn y tyf hawl gan y farge. Grimshaw y sin sapaj le clychyd yr gian yn Nunger ach san le Grimshaw. Nes ha sin y ffeiching y slwg y sio ag Hamden tor chalak yn og ys dau lentel skip yn y halapa agos y gliwn y bys yn y ffeiching mae'r har dalt y Gart Cairn skip y fod yn eich Gart Cairn sat yn y ddyrst ys fod i ian o fycyn gyrrych y hyf yn araf clychyd yr un agos cwtioch na gyrysyn y hachga. McLaughlin y maha le Coromile ga hadal ysdiach. Cuthbert y fiach na rhywm i ian o hi ha agos Jane Ross agos si Jane Ross a ha ga ein chanili fain corum tiwnta gyda McLaughlin gaing yr ash y bawl y sgwyl yn orsyn gy Grimshaw eisiau gachleich ysdiach heb i fain gw yn Cuthbert a cha Jane Ross gaing yr ash y mach gw Nicola Doherty. Doherty y fiaching iddo fawl ysdiach agos y norsyn si viraj a ha gachod y mach is on a very boshan. Scotland really have settled into things now and starting to create those chances.
They certainly are. I think they will still be disappointed in the way they're playing and their inability to break down Hungary. However, they are growing into the game and finding themselves in the final third a lot more. But we just need that goal, and I'm sure more will come.
Ball y rhwg efo sin ysdiach fo Caroline Weir. Gir o chwna chi gli ag yn Nunger siocs sin Charo diolch úlach sa bíore eisiad diolch go aing as an ár agus go sgúlach fata art suas a bharca cos corm gan y cleichyd yr eich sochgrach i'r eist agus pwchta i'r erst fiaching rhaid y corm yn ach gyhyn y chrwach yw ysdeg yn y 10 minut yn mae irig ffordd fel alop ydd laf yn o'ch gyda ein ydd cwysyn. Rock cwsas sy'n ach y reid ydy, jyn biach diach Robestan y ligal. Gymí logal reir logan yn fel cosio cyw. Alba maha tro Nick Laughlin yr eist bal sgynial yr ers ach mae ierig ha y les reid ydy iddo dyf hawl y cwtsws efrachtach eich Jane Ross. Chan i lisa bwlwch cyn joch gydach i y glach ydd cwlw y lein y gianach. Si cwhwnig les reid ydy ha cwnt eich yn y seichwch mar sy'n agos chadiach cwhwnig les reid ydy le chlich y dyrau na halop y ityr. Siwntag snasal a sy'n i mi yn y ffarc efo Fenifesi. Hac y ta alop y gaing yr as i'r biolo manager yn sy'n toch o trics a ha clochyd yr yn y cybbig yn y farwch sbyn o gysdiach ydd cwysyn sy'n y manager yn ach eiddo'r yn y parc a sy'n y ffeiking Margaret Katz a sydd mach y fiach yn ei rysio skip y eich eisiau fros na chych Feiking cydioch gyda gyfel pap agos rosgel stoch y big yn pwchdig dor sbynw gilior edrych y gys a sy'n sad y fiach yn rhywm a chorig yn y chrwch y gyda ffarc Jane Ross a iol as fawr eich si y J gyfel yn araf y smwyd y cheip dy galop y noch si cydioch y J gyfel yn araf y smwyd y hyl dy galop y noch gyda nachdanig gyniw y noch cyn agos alop y agos nyngyr has gyntyl le big yn farach ef Jehan chafwr dau hyd fynad iddo gloch o sio. Wir I rysg mae ha dwy'n as y leich gyhyn gachleich ydyr docharti agos yn oes yn gen biti i'r fiach yn rhi slia ydyrst y lorog dy galapa slia nach dwydd I ydyr y sy'n alapa fain y fawr yr as drwy'n y satal ysdiach. Joel, this is kind of fallen into the same pattern as the last game where Scotland really didn't play too well in the first half.
Yeah, it certainly has. Hungary have come here with a game plan and they're executing it very, very well, and we unfortunately are struggling to kind of break them down and exploit them. For me, I'd like to see Lisa Robertson get on the ball more and play it forward more. We need to see more of those forward passes that break the lines. Jenny Beattie probably is the only player that's tried and been successful at that. So I think for me, like you said, falling into the same pattern as the first game, but we need players out there to problem solve and be better at decisions and executing their balls forward.
Grimshaw fine a fel a haidiolch yn rei y mach idd cian y ffarc. Joel, we're just coming, what, 5 minutes to half-time. Will the manager look to change things for Scotland, or will he give it a bit more in the second half?
I think it's always a tough one for a manager to change things at half-time. You generally see a 10-minute spell into the second half, and if things haven't changed, then you see the changes come. So I think he'll look to get the players in at half-time, ask their opinion on the game, give them his, and then probably give them 10 minutes thereafter. Who
would be looking to on the bench for Scotland to maybe change things up if he needs to?
I think for me, especially in the last game here at Hampden against the Faroe Islands, the players that came on and changed the game were Martha Thomas. She has a fantastic energy and work rate up top, and she obviously got on the end of got on the score sheet, sorry. So probably Martha Thomas, and for me, Chloe Arthur. She's probably disappointed not to start tonight, but of course when you've got a player of Caroline Weir's ability coming back, she's of course going to start. So
Christy Grimshaw, y girl efo Alba agos y slwg y sio ec parc a Hampden y geiri bal ar first is Shachat at Lane Hul and Nungara agus she Christy Grimshaw eva shin le Unya as a boxe Unya Gillion about buying a Mahas na Casanaike agus ga Sturig Shachat at Checkley and Nungara as in faking a ball is Jack when Nicola Doherty through Lane Hul and Nungara Hanetu Grimshaw as an archer first because a vowel Sturig Shachat in the Checkley. Scotland have got the goal, Joelle. Maybe a bit of a mistake at the back, but Grimshaw in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, certainly. Grimshaw's probably not seen a lot of the ball at all, but she finds herself in space at the back post and gets her goal. And probably disappointing from the defenders there. Both players didn't deal with the ball, and as I say, Christie finds herself in space and finds the back of the net.
Grimshaw is in Irish Misk na va tachorst de galope ha je de vi karsavach ke tosho chuishin nicht manava shin a ked evne roinin de Pedro Martinez Losa Javier ked tulig ev ne roinin a hashin Doherty le Kuchum ore as a le eich geheen haisje keri surfreep van een reetje chaneli ga einiter sin fakal gorum egenunger bal hatal shach nunger keinig nicht tul it jerig tirach gurich ro le unje nunger ga iri erasketa bal shach en voksach gro I heen it gorum fine it kanavail a hashin. BT is Corsi ga gleich echtere riest de galappe ik a goal. Nicola Doherty misk shin ha agus Lee Alexander riest chin ars de machas of Oxeiche. Corsi captain na halappe fang gorum bal de reurs gatjaga pullig farvi kieri en bal kata prishiku Erin Cuthbert. Grimshaw gleich skenjala shin Shachat de trurach Irish Marashin in the V5 as a heat lay shot the Alaba the Shachat Ev skipper Nungere Achanel to find the Corman Ekjiro Hushin Caroline Weir the 400 Cushion Hunta and Gorst ex BT Ein Erash as a line of Doherty she Gruige Corma Vashin Marhorshmi Merach Ekefosta Hu van Nunger ach gaming bal voor de stach is gaming Christy Grimshaw wie is een naadje jaarst Doherty fijn Cormerie is bal aars de voor de stach ach er is ha Checkley en Nunga Rika Shocks fijn en Machkus na laven saveltje eiche ein in de bal voor de Cormeikische in de liedje Javier ietsje keri Clyde der leid Christy Grimshaw eiking lisje nuunje en vashin as a boxe. Reachere le da vinach evarach a chuid Suez da vinach evarach is hiad le seo bishin sé gan Lilia Shiposh gol sias agus mar beter giese gol ge sé 4 minute in Giach. Chanel Caffac Subi Eth Nicola Doherty Shaw Visaikish Gashin Channel Glue with Jerry Hiad Lay Ishi Gasatal Shachach Alapuk a Chlaich Chemich al Lena Hul Riest Karsoch Savach Ach Shinavakal Nur Ha Merach Marshinan Nachel at Ach Asaleach Geheen Agus Ek Tulkanyoni Gahari Gal Marshaw Girach Courage Roch Leunia Having got each of the Kiri Kafai and Unger Doyer Horican Corum as a boxer agus go fáigad tuil a sin is dé an nópid a cha isteach gus alapa chud tuil cinioní i thoiseach. Collis gitá go bhfuil an nungar a tain cat tollite bhil isteach tíoch tuil cinioní i dhíirich Begatsen Hanikat mar a thuairs Joel seo le planne had de seo gus cúisina a hásachu gus cúisina chumal siimplí agus sáfach it park go bhór hat in son i bála chumal teann na léinichen as is skipach go chumal teann agus sin hat é bhí Giano it son a hiadlé far an dúir alapa go ddíire chúisin i d'irt tuil i thoiseach tuil a bheith sin a hánig bó Christy Grimshaw díoch anamach as i hiad le bha Corman go leor ag alapa 10 minute sin runne sin Beatties Emsley le na Corman sin bha cudioch ag Rachel Corsi agus Caroline Weir a cha sin na dolisteach ag léúne i seo ag Parc Hampden le alapa hun tro Christy Grimshaw a nungar gun tuil idir. Pedro Martinez, Losa, Joel, will he be happy with that first half?
I think happy in the sense that the girls are going and won the lap, but from a performance perspective, I don't think so. I don't think, in my opinion, that was good enough tonight. We need to do more and be better in the second half, and hopefully the girls come out and show that.
And Darna le Rihin Maha. Alapa agus nungan a dolisteach ag léúne alapa tuil gunnioni i thoiseach. Mar a thuairs mí na Haie alapa i dtíanú immerste seo i fiaching rí cúisin a bhrosnach ag tór chalach an áca i seo anoch ag Parc Hampden na feichking na luicheachcha i the park agus go leor ile anoch ag Gart Cairn.
Is steachú Ronna fan Demic, was skip a balcosha Gart Cairn, so gamas is bara clanny in a brosnachach, gus balcosha iachang.
A lot of advertisement had to get done, on social media and obviously going to a lot of games to make people realise that you were serious. It is difficult when nobody knows your name, but we had girls set up from under 15s downwards, but we had, that was just through the organic growth of bringing kids in as they're younger. So, we've now got 17s and hopefully next year that'll go up to either 18s or 19s, whatever way the pathway decides it'll go. And then once that's clicked in, it would have probably been a lot easier to do a women's team at that point. So it was a struggle. But once we got a 4 or 5, turning up, then people started speaking, the training facilities are good, this, that and everything else. So it was hard work.
I've been involved in the women's game for a wee while now. I was with the SFA. Working in the regional programme, so the kind of under 12s, under 14s, under 16s, the kind of selected girls who were obviously then put forward for national programme to potentially go in national camp. So when I get the opportunity to come and work under Robert with the women's team, it was an easy decision. Ultimately, the women's game is probably the fastest growing sport just now in the world. It's getting great coverage in terms of press, it's on TV more. And ultimately what we want to do is be able to have this really kind of strong arm in the girls section. So that's not just in the first team, but everything down from the kind of little ones, under 7s, under 9s, under 11s. We've got really strong 13s, 15s and 17s teams as well. Tuesday night now we all train together, so we've got 13s, 15s, 17s and then the first team all sort of kind of working towards each other type thing. So yeah, it's massive, it's important, it's growing every day. To be fair, we could probably do with another couple of parks just to accommodate everybody, yeah, but it's really good.
Hoeka club Joe Chorum to chlichiter in sin skire about coitus on doi ainge dash gubal koshe.
I first joined maybe 2019 when I was just kind of starting up. I'd played the season before with another team that was in the championship and we'd got promoted. However, personal circumstances meant I couldn't really commit to the training aspect. So I'd seen them on Twitter and I'd like what they kind of done on social media. So I'd got in touch with Robert and came along to a training session.
I joined Gart Cairn just about 2 years ago. I came to Gart Cairn, the reason being is it's local and it had a really good setup when I first came over. I think it's amazing. I think, as I say, when I was wee, there was not very many like ladies teams there, opportunities for like other clubs or anything like that. And now you've got girls that play football professionally as well up here, so it's really good.
The coaching staff are really supportive of the girls, both on the pitch and off the pitch, especially obviously during COVID and stuff. There was a lot of things that they did for the players to make sure they were okay, both emotionally, mentally and physically. So it's been brilliant.
I think it's really good for women and girls, especially now. Like when I started playing football, there was nothing. Like, and nowadays you've got really good setups everywhere. There's lots of wee girls that play, and they need to like if you play when you're 5, you need to have like a ladies team to actually get to. So it's like a pathway for little younger girls to come to us. So it's good to see.
Sé Academy a club union a fríomh Amazonachcha, leis lí a láir is an cluichetar an ácha a chuteachach, gus autas I dhéanú tronú Jefferonian.
In this academy, we go from under 7s up to under 17s at the moment. We always invite the oldest age group that we can to come up. There'll probably be 6 or 7 of the under 17s up here tonight training with the women, because they normally train Tuesday, Thursday. Gives them experience, it lets them see like our warm-up routines and how we do things on the pitch as well. So plus we can see how good they are as well. There is a good few of them that may be ready to step up in the next season.
Ultimately, we want any player that plays with Gartcairn, from the children's section to the youth section and to competitive football, we want them to be able to see there's an opportunity to continue to grow and develop into the first team. Tonight we've got 7 under 17 players coming up. They come up every Friday night and they get integrated with the first team, so that they can, in terms of understand how we play, the tempo, the style of football, the standards that are created, then they drop back into their own team, and that hopefully improves their team, and it gives opportunity for other girls in the under 17s and under 15s to say, I want to get in that opportunity one day.
We've had a lot of the 17s coming out of the squad over the past few years, which is brilliant to see, and it's great to have that opportunity for the younger players to come and see what we're about and have that ambition to go, do you know what, I can take our position in a few years. All
we want to do is create an environment that young girls can come along and play football. It's becoming more acceptable, it's becoming more approachable that girls can be involved in football. They obviously see it on TV, and now the fact that they've got a first team that they can come in on a Sunday and come and watch, it's massive, and it's very, very easy to attract players to the academy.
It's a massively growing part of football. It's very exciting at the moment for a young girl who's got every opportunity to be one of these national stars. And those who wish to play shall play. We don't do trials at the young age group. I don't believe that anybody's got the right to tell a 10-year-old boy or girl that they're not good enough to play this game.
Han tlia seo idir bhí na bhuanach de Sarah Gilmore, is I adachas ein steich chuna héadskippe sa namdi teach.
I first joined Gartcairn from my big cousin was playing with the boys section, and he recommended it to join. It wasn't the same playing just out the back, but now that I'm back with the team, it's been good. I've made a lot of lifelong friends from it, and I've improved a lot. The coaches, they're really good. They make you train hard, which improves you even more. It means a lot. It's been good being able to improve, and I've made a lot of lifelong friends, and just all the coaches have really helped me.
Ha club haast a bhíoch the corm and a lorach sa núne ha ráing. Leis an skipper cúteach a leitachach, ha collach gaveliat idir rát cearst.
We can all dream. There's no point in being in football if you don't want to dream. We obviously would love to be in the top league, playing your Rangers and Celtic and Glasgow Cities and Hibs and Hearts and all the rest of it on a week in, week out basis. But it's a long way away. But as I say, we can dream. That is our ambition and our targets. It's 5, 6, 7 years away.
The team could go really far. We've got great foundations in terms of the facilities, the coaching staff, the kind of technical aspect and the stats and all the video analysis stuff to make sure that we're able to go there. So absolutely, you'll see Gartcairn in the Premier League at some point in the near future.
I think with the setup we've got and the girls that we've got some really talented players in our team. They really are. I think we can get promotion this year.
The ambition for me is to have this stream of young players coming through the academy. Just now, the 17s, they're so talented that they could easily be integrated into the first team, and it's all about that. That's what I think is the most exciting thing about this season. And then hopefully as the season's going on, we'll keep continuing to do that so that we've got like a golden thread of players just coming through like a kind of conveyor belt, really. So that's what my ambition is, and I think, you know, there's no point looking too far ahead because you never know what's round the corner. I think as long as we work on a strategy, we build into what we're looking for each game, we'll be happy with that.
Hanna cleichetar agus an luch opra ho mesal the club, leis a hula dinge a gopa gecroai callach, is on a geno keenjoch gewilet an the suyoch a glacher, is on a blienich in the heing.
It means everything to me. It's something I probably couldn't or wouldn't be allowed to walk away from, you know. It is a funny thing being the chairman and the manager of a team, especially a senior team, but it's really enjoyable. It certainly keeps me busy in my full-time hobby.
It's everything. They talk about a job, we're all volunteers, so I coach six days a week. I have a Thursday night off, but usually that Thursday night is just dealing with admin, dealing with catching up with other coaches in the academy. It's a kind of family. As I said, I've been here for so long now. My family members have been involved in it, my two children have been involved in it, my nieces and nephews are involved in it, I had a twin brother who was involved in it, and you build up friendships over the years, so yeah, it's like a second home, to be fair.
It means everything to me. It just gives me something to aim for the weekend. It's brilliant to be able to come here and feel supported and be around a group of players that want to be here and want to work hard and have the same expectations and standards that I do, and to make sure that we reach that goal together.
Skipper Gart Cairnish in the fast aching as an out of the rock and Ching Uchgusin at Sonnevi Clay as a free of league and a Kian Big and Bleanick and Joel. We see Gart Cairn there, a great growth in their club. But just how important has the last World Cup been? We see Scotland here tonight aiming for another World Cup. How important was that World Cup in the growth in the women's game?
It was massively important. We wanted to see a kind of springboard effect on the back of it and see more and more girls kind of take up the sport and get involved. And the evidence is there for itself. Tonight, the fans, the crowd is full of young girls who are looking up to the players on the pitch and see those players as their role models. And hopefully one day the girls in the stand tonight will be on the pitch in the future.
We heard Erin Cuthbert before the match talking about just how huge it would be to score here at Hampden. She hasn't had a chance tonight, but there have been a few chances for Scotland. We've seen various opportunities, but just not finding that end product.
Yeah, that's been the theme of the half. Erin's not had a chance tonight, but she's a player that can create something out of nothing. So I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't get on the score sheet tonight. But yeah, a few snapshots, a few chances, but I think as a whole we would have liked to see a bit more and more goals, certainly.
Claire Emsley's been key down the left-hand side for Scotland.
She certainly has, and it was similar in the Faroes game. A lot of the play came down the left. I think Christy Grimshaw would like to see a bit more of the ball, and if we can do that from both flanks and both channels, I think we'll get more success. And
it was Christy Grimshaw that had that success. She got the goal shortly before half-time.
She did, and again we spoke earlier, she hasn't seen a lot of the ball in that first half, but she's stayed switched on, she's stayed focused, and she's played on that, because 9 times out of 10 the defender would have cleared that, but they didn't, and the ball falls to her and she finishes extremely well.
Tull Avashit vo Christy Grimshaw agus I cud Alapa Tull it Hoshach is Shaw ag Hampden Alapa Tull it Hoshach has in a feiking skipper a nungere is Shaw it ashe the Falke Maravasi hiet lake ta Pedro Martinez Losa Tiracha Giri big and Fachlin Evarach I the skipper Echgesen Maris Avish ag Hampden has in a Clinton Runrig and Dorana has in Loch Luma near the Vilshin Ulu Choyoloch had na Blianichen agus skipping a Halapa a Chinya Mach Lisha Loch Teichgach Christy Grimshaw Gavi Fiachan Kudrisha Utila Hashin a Heiche Hashin a faking Kujok Claire Emsley Chinya Rash Colleria agus Bisha Van a Corman Eiche as a Hiadley had a Heiche if Ginu for the Stach. Bí luchtaich go seo ag Hampden go leorú is as stand fór ag Hampden yn och géirí barach pil fó skip na Halappe. Gaming yr agel skip ach iddi fi stoch y cartrw agus I hiadli ach hwyddat y tyl ffris y fa sin mar y chwnig sin tro Christy Grimshaw agus ad hafis it's on cwthbris sin mahad gyfi Diano Erstes gu farbesin Jerinach cwpan y clynia ag lewn i gyda tyl gynioni iddyn yngyd agus sin Diano Jishal it's on y darn y le. Réitere acing maha as yn eithalt. Maria Soli Caputi y gwrcwys yn gydol agus yn yngyr y pwysio hw fan y tyf hiast chwn y tyf chli y fiaching rys y tyl sy'n ein ras y fiaching stocha pwyng no fiws na 3 pwyngen ein y sio y Hampden rydw i na nwch dy fôran agus gydera fig na brisig cria dy gimmers na Halappe mahat y son darna cwpan y crynia y ring stre hele tras y darna le has sy'n feiking yn Cuthbert to could cwtchum if check le yn yngre y shit shocks agus gaming eisiau fi cars nasal bal Jach arach ag sybi iano ag leúne sy'n ffacol gyri giroch emoke papai yn y clochydr I hydd tîn iddo ffarge ond a hosich cwysyn mar hain sacking Lilia Sipos iddo gol giroch ysdau big yn ysgyrra na costol na hwrach alba gyda tro Grimshaw wyr ile le corwm ach car lac ysdach ydd casan check le yn yngre Emsley gaing yr ash the Galappe, weir gachleik het eerst, weir gaing het ash if os en evokes ach, he should hier ook gachal, I guess, fakal, Galappe, het al het ash en dat je het eerst, I guess, darnally kan bullig het zechtelijk haast. Yn yngyd, y brisig yr erst maha. As ni feiking had the fying a serve rib. We see the chance here for Grimshaw, Joelle. Loads of space, loads of time, but not the shot she'd want.
Yeah, she'll be disappointed with the execution. Not only did she not execute it well, but she's hit it straight at the keeper. But credit to her because she started the attack. She picked the ball out of the air very nicely, started the attack and found herself on the edge of the box. But like I said, she'll be disappointed not to get more on that and get it in the corner.
Corum y shot, the captain yn yngre maha. Henrietta Sisajad y captain ga chwydd art ysdiach yn y boxe. Lee Alexander Tingamach ga le Coolagorn ga pwchdi i'r falaf agus Alexander Hollis Jigiliard y chybal leiching y dol siachad chapepulach maar fi gear I stoch o fasyn ach ik gaan haal y bal dol siachad i'r ffosteich I heen agus Jen Beatty Gianno Gilior gus cwysyn acal gyma sochgar safach ik y chŵl dy Galappe Ban sochgar safach o fasyd fo Erin Cuthbert gyda eisiau gleig y bal y mi yn y ffarge y fiach yn nors yn rhi chwyd yr erst gyda Jane Ross y cwrdd laf sŵs gyda Cuthbert I geiri leisgal Jane Ross agos I Jim Fiach gyda mahad gybydd rydygyn na biari y iano y sin ach yr eist Cuthbert Robestan, Weir, Grimshaw yn yw'n sin y mi yn y ffarge dy Galappe a ha ga leig fiach yn rhi Alappe fwchtig yr erst agos Jen Beatty hoc ydrymach as lein o hwyl fi fiach ein bris na cleichyd yn sgilal sin o lorach y ianus na corym yn dy Galappe Ys yn y feichyn gyda cleichyd yn yngr idd ffyrwch y sias si captain Sisajar hier ffyrwch sias Chanel y reitire is on cwysyn y stad gainachad gan y reitire o'r o cwrach y cwysyn y stad ac is yn eist mi i'r gan reitire. Confusion reigns Joelle, but finally the game stopped.
Yeah, I don't think Rachel wanted the play to stop there and for Scotland to put the ball out, and quite rightly so. But it has, and it'll give Scotland a chance to kind of regroup and go again.
Much like the first half, neither side really settling into things and not taking the chance to just get the foot on the ball and play some football.
Yeah, you're right. It's been a bit scrappy in the first few minutes, but hopefully we get the foot on the ball, get the passes executed and get that second goal, because that second goal, and especially the next goal, is extremely crucial.
It's a solid challenge here, but nothing untoward.
A solid challenge, and that's what Lisa does and does best. That's her game, but certainly it was a fair challenge. But yeah, Lisa's done well there to win the ball and regain possession.
Hashin Feiking Maha captain and Nungar Hashin Idora Farke Edochus Kuyu Lentalode as a game Hai Torshia Brock, I guess a game Idol Errors, that's a Hernish. Oh, a Cass Hashin Collis Hashin Cargorst Hahan Mingorst auch am Jenishin Alba Mahala Clichet the Varach Gedrast McLaughlin Lorick Cuthbert to Miana Farke Cuthbert Maraha Weary the Vitiano Napper High is a game with Chile Gerash doing and a Leach Gehain Fiachenry Cushion of the Doi Haja Haike Siniano Kata Weird about Shin Leshaval Erst I guess a Nunger Chile Gerashach Marashin Viking Imitoch Turis Rea Erin Cuthbert Jache Snassal Sahai it cool Clichet as a beeb on a skip ele Ikeval Hai Gairi Rash Savat I guess a good Kuchamora Fiachanrische Evaluation Negutcherash Alpa has like Clichet the Varach Kashin Faking Captain and Nungere Shit Giroch the Evrok Ike Rashid is Jay a Cas Kjarst Gorstakig Jane Roskata Tiv Hall of Harke I guess Nunger Irashka in a Clichet the Diak Gachlich Erst Valapa Good Caroline Weir Diachador Voxe Chile Irash Inisht Ball Arst is Jach and so Jane Ross is in like Grimshaw Kulu Fiach Henry Cheshach Cheyu Kyaun Eing Edeval Jachachke Geta I guess Ball Chile Irish Donalina Hula Hashin Faking Beatty is Norsen Corsi Gaskulu Gedurstach Jach Ball the Linie Gorum Nahalapage Sanka Linie Yerak Nunger Haikushin I guess beter de Galapa Chile Rashkene Linie Vie the Chile Lee Yachke Lee Alexander Corsi Maha Puchte Gerst Lorick Amesley Galichal Shachat Nelson Milga Banoguna Gnoike Vashin Nachatocherty Brishig is Jach and a Voxe Fiachinger Pestach Idel McLaughlin Ishin Eva Stach and a Voxe. Nice run there from Rachel McLaughlin. No shot on target at the end, but getting the corner.
Yeah, we got a corner out of it, and I think it was created by Rachel Corsi's drive and run that broke those lines. We need more of that. But yeah, fantastic drive from both Rachel Corsi and Rachel McLaughlin, and we've got a corner in the end.
It's been quite slow in the build-up so far in the second half from Scotland.
Very slow and quite laboured. We're playing a lot of passes laterally. I'd like to see more forward passes, breaking lines with a bit more intent. But hopefully we can see that going forward.
Fiaching the Rudigen van de session in training achke as een notion Shin Jach Lo Ijer. Mismenting Shin Gejach Caroline Weir Glachke with Kulu Elena Gian. Jachhulishian Nach Big manager Nahalapa Pedro Martinez Losa Aguirre. Kormach Vovere Boshan as Galikal Shachat. Gun fuse a ball Aingeschach gan a Voxe a Nunger Gatak Aingeschach the lay na Halapa Shingata Hashin Faking Doherty Crwy ysdiach idd na hiwnti yn yma sy'n chyrra ceistiawn gyrru y fa gyrru y fal agos ag gyrwch yw sy'n si gyle y fal dy galop Doherty taking on the Hungarians, her own players, the world, just to win that ball back.
Yeah, it was a tasty battle there from Nicola and the Hungarian player, but for me it looks as if a lot of the players have chosen moulded studs. There's been a lot of players losing their footing tonight, so I was surprised to see not a lot had changed their footing to studs, because it is a slippy surface out there and it does seem to be given up underfoot.
Is that something that will maybe come as the Scotland players get more used to playing here at Hampden, their new home?
Probably. However, I think a lot of the team, if not all of the team, play on grass at their domestic clubs. So it does seem a strange one that a lot of them are wearing moulded studs and haven't seemed to have changed at half-time.
BJ Hith Nikasan Shin for Clickader and Nungara Emoke Papai Hajakshin Maravi Gieri Alapa Gaangarash Weir Gaskulig Erash Hane Chikli Lee Alexander Agus Riest Marahashin the Ra Emetoch Tourist Tranigema Hasho Fiachri Tokal van a Hool van a Chapchinachke Rachel Corsi Agus Jen Beatty Hafiskavi a Misk Hushin Riest Shaw Agus High. Leis y fal, as y fog seich gehyn, gallech yr yrst gw Robestan, mach gw Doherty, the dyf hal, eisiau gael i gael siachad gyda, agos se papai haca aing yr as ysdiach y mian y ffarge, agos yn tel dan yngen, tel snasof o fago. Chan ys yn y cord y gris y slwg y sio ec Hampden a cha cord y gris skip yn yngen, agos y manager ach Margaret Katz, Hashin if faking Nicola Doherty leak all the ball at follow with Tev Hall na parke I guess Jay Cloike snasal as a voxe van Nungere had the flying a deal Erash Koyanan Pearl the Nure Joella mistake at the back, but then patient from Hungary to create the chance.
Very patient, very composed, and it was a fantastic finish, but again created from our possession. An underhit pass there from Nicola meant that Jenny couldn't step, but again great composure and a fantastic finish, and you could see it was coming. Hungary are pressing higher, they're pressing every back pass, so we need to be careful now and stay calm, composed and stay disciplined.
Will that force the manager into a change now?
I think so. I think you'll see a few changes now. There's a few players on the bench that will probably be looking to come on. As I said, Chloe Arthur, you've got Kirsty Hansen with an abundance of pace there. Rachel Small, who's an extremely intelligent player, can play in between the lines. So I think we'll see changes coming fairly shortly.
Big encourage iddo the heat iddo gloch maha leher e galope maha the son cushion arach maha the son until stoch a barach na sin ein evig kutremach as a numerst gus kupen a krinje fichets a 3 rien ha fiske bigat e gamas iddo sin ha gan a giljar korach game ha sho a vinnig sho ek Hampden ach she Margaret Kratz aha hotology idraste ishe le cushion coyin an telnure agus vago ishit ifang the look taich gefiachen kuyugus cushion a chutchich the galape biat politician a klein Jane Ross fiaching Britigan Chruach so is go harstach hy le heen sin G's chimichalore van den agus a ball dalmach if can a farke agus hi sin seo is on leher na stoch a barach and then good joch a gal in soch good gal corum joch kush na hochgrugig agus at fiaching ris a fein free shalvig sin gaivsen igleig. Cuthbert is Robestan gleich gemacht Collega sin gascúla gemacht Emsley is fiach Henry fein shachad id virage in the halgan a farke vi stoch geri ball of the stach Hunnevokse Jachike sin Januach in Cormanistic Caroline Weir Cushion Huntag Mago she fiach Henry Tunta Dori in Gorham Scheme Gishe Dollarash Hunneline Hoov maar connection Krieg tron game rash kan het lee gal in een zocher kus rochleutach stoche het son allappe grukke schokke ju ach leherachke gus sin aardig a good kerst en a zulens en a biach en jene ha schokke ktaich ri allappe ach a pesaking mar a horsmi gebi en dunge de fiachni smach go homal of kusin agus Joch het heel een nudde hashin egeleeg. Klutje va is het in mijn vaarke. Dus nu faking Ferenc Vesey. Ach, meneerik. Bal dal een mag san zat alles jach. Dus nu faking. Rachel Nick Lachlan is in de tefjars de fiach en kederust Caroline Weir korme piade heiche gus kuschen fanke dolleries dag echtere had gehaal lagus she captain en nunger ha gehorste durst isje tuchtum galar Byron Cuthbert fast got ach dat de reine sieneva kjara en sulen retere agus Corsi en is je fange got een bepaalde skule gemacht it is goed Jen BT gachlik suas go docherty femi ishes doche fiach Henry kuschen nog kjars de sé merach go sinne a groeich in godem donunge ach a draaste ganel a bal tuchtum de galope very frantic from Scotland in the last 5 minutes.
I was just exactly going to, just about to use the exact same word there. The players need to realise and appreciate there is still plenty time to go. So we need to stay calm, composed, and keep our discipline, because moments ago you saw Erin Cuthbert chasing a ball up front there. She left herself exploited in behind, and we just need to stay disciplined and remember that there is still plenty of time and keep doing the right things.
Weir maha Carl the Boyle sa Kjerka le Miana Farke gaan some koga pullige va en nunger fiach in de Geniano ach san tra Nick Lachlan ha alape fiachni stoge kusen Huntag Magorst Pedro Martinez Losa is een wel genel kolles kustra holiday Edison draaste tuil de nudde is in de fiachni stoge Rutig in a Lorach aardig Heulingse Kiju a Lorach a Yenig Jiffert de Galope. Ball the Mach for Cuthbert, Lorach Claire Emsley, Edith Clee. Isje Tuntegeras gachleich gedocherty in de legal agus a fine kujuna geretere shit but stoche retere etelchach Maria Capucci via Henry Beacon Coram Horsta Galapa Rutgen in Lish. Set pieces will be key now.
They certainly will, and we've got players like Caroline Weir and Erin Cuthbert who are fantastic in these situations. We've also got Rachel Corsi and Jenny Beattie with great height, so we do need to capitalise on set pieces as well as open play.
De Galope, Lucy Graham, it's on Christy Grimshaw, who the tail of a shin, de Galope shin, Jill Hadarna tail like done a skip and dash into Gurika Shaw, Lisa Robeston, Kujok Chin, yeah, I guess, and that ha Lisa Evans, Chin, if Yaching, Rish Cushion, with Kjarst on a Sulin, look take na Halape. Two changes there, Joelle. What will that change in the side?
Yeah, 2 changes there. It's great to see Lisa Evans back in the squad. She's missed out in the last few camps due to injury, but equally so Lucy Graham. 2 players who haven't picked up a lot of minutes for their clubs, so it'll be interesting to see how they cope for the remainder of this game.
Alapel le Corum ha Cuthbert Galichal Gwir Ysdiach Cwsro Asgyd i chi gli agus sinna fágal Ganyin na hara hien ganyin Corum a sin na fachgyd le cheval díroch tyfa mwy a fokse hat er ein Alapet at leis Evans geta Fang a val idir nor Cuthbert Fashgore, hij gleich isteach en is gwerin Cuthbert le bal en bria isteach bij viaching. Die Claire Emsley, Laura Emsley geëing en is trochassen en gleich het er Jean. Hij is gierig schachat in de vost. Lovely bit of skill and the nutmeg in the box.
That was lovely. It must have been inches wide there. It was fantastic from Claire, but the 2 substitutions making an instant impact there, and hopefully that's a sign of more to come. But yeah, tantalisingly past the post there.
Gierig schachat in the post. Agus manager yn Nunger, Margaret Kratze, y gal yn Corum ysyn Gish a horst idd. Sy'n agad Silla Savagna y chynydd. Ha agus Petra Koshan chlychyd Hoffenheim a ha chynydd. Gus cwysyn stocha diolch chwmal nas Tiana y gychwl don Nunger. Da arach yn nhw'n maha chysyn le bacon y faraf gyda 50 minut brigol J. Jifford yn eisiau idd cwysyn sio ag Hamden tyl yn nhw'n idyd Alapa agos Nunger Alapa ffeimoch yd na 3 pwyng yn hylyn se maha Corum gyfiachga agos dynach cwsydd y fawl y sy'n gys fiach yn cyw Caroline Weir o'ch oedd ystach yn y bogs agos Corum o'ch rwach agos Ishe fiach yn cyw big an spion o gahorst yn y cleich yn Nunger Chafiaten son if I cwsro bwa had diolch y cedydd cwysyn fiach yn ricwysyn hochgrachig big an sapat sy'n sy'n fiach gyn Nick Lachlan agos papai Hansen iddo fi stri yn ei hele fat yn iesgwr fy hannig papai edrych ystau diolch cedydd minut yn diog Lucy Graham leis y fal yma ha eisiau dal dwy'n fiach yn eisiau y fal laing gys cwysyn I hwntaich. Chadjach le eisiau gyda agos, wel, ba colus gyda Jen Beatty iddo ffacal stocha iddo dyf chiarach reinig gilior gys joch hwntaich sy y fal ochr yr asgan y teig le yn iolus eich gysio. Diolch Corus Ciad 3 Gio Carichyd Caich Beichge Ciad Gio Carichyd Gydjera ystau y fi chleich yn och agos uniolas a sy'n eisialding ysyd charo cws ŵl o'ch o'r y ganyn sgroi mae'r hwrs mi'n y glachgo gyda y tyf chiar Emsley bal sgynial yr ers da sy'n bod Cuthbert bal ysdiach bod Lisa Evans agos it is eisiau crwch o Corum. Twice now we've seen Lisa Evans in the ball and twice we've had something out of it.
Yeah, and that's what Lisa does and does best. She's got pace to burn, and when she gets on the shoulder of the defender, there's absolutely no catching her.
Caroline Weir le cheval ysdiach yn y ffwst y dyrysau agos ei gyfi fang yn darn y Corum sydd y iano Hyrling gybi fiach yngyd bal ysdoch yn y siar ysdiach y darn y dyrys. Hai fiach yngyd yr eich yn y ffwst galigal siachad agos ik y ffwst y chwl si Jen Beatty fa synt y galop a chybal diolch y dolar ash tarsing yn y fokse agos mae gyrich hawl sgil fria i ddors na parke agos y ffacol Granec yn Nunger a fawl agos nwnia. Ríist balla díoch suas a fáce. Has sin féicin Caroline Weir a fiachan I fáin I ddíirich na baile has sin chadeach aiche iad sin dhéanú duras atá agus cúsin túntaich gus snasal. Agus nungad ha colas oras yn cyw chanel diolch yn son y pewnga has y dygleig dras da had y son y triw y chosin has yn effeithgyn Caroline Weir ha chynnig sy'n captain yn nungad le cascar gost na barhau y cyw agus y rhys y ffain y cas fo Caroline Weir diolch y mynnu cas agus ha ffys gyfel sy'n gost. Joelle, we're not seeing Hungary here just sitting back. They're looking for the 3 points themselves.
They certainly are, and you could see that was their intent soon after the half there, and they're pressing higher and they're a lot better on the ball in this half, and we do need to stay focused and switch on because they can and will exploit us if we leave space in behind.
Ríist albe facal well ha fiscal Pedro Martinez Losa anol na hoch shit Kate mar ha line Gianeke hatioch well va albe forstenach van Bauer gal shachat Eden Cuthbert agus ha puchtig galar. The manager won't be happy with that play at the back.
He certainly won't. Again, it's another situation where we've been sloppy in possession, a poor pass, and again it's led to a counter-attack. And fortunately for us, the Hungarian player fouled us, or else we would have been under pressure once again.
And Kujum agus Nola Hanadu Alape Adson Kleich Ifiachin Kayurishne had if that game wona hu geruke shaw he could get go mulch buin b as in immersed Jerevia ha shaw and je jachke etne 3 ping genaing en nachgach ek en jide se kayu ganel kus kolles de shin sanachkus in de haar en korm in op jaar agus korm in de groege Lisa Evans urille fine stachan ganochan agus hanelische toliche gedaan een neisje ha kuhunige illustrator at all. Stoche overeiche wie mi holletje ach sé kuhuni in na réiter in ha kuntish show ik Parker Hamden. Eden Cuthbert fange wij she stoche de frie chluichetar in na halape Sal Norrische agus it leid Caroline Weir of his Noach Keith Kwasad Jage achge the Tull aha the Warwick ein Break Boshan Geta Chin Nicola Doherty a brisige there agus Corman even Gruoch de galope. Eden Cuthbert Maha Lisha Evre Boshan Evre Boshan nach Jack Kusrash get Cluchit on the Halapagus Cuthbert could be finding a darn economy the Gerard the Yano there should be if Yahandish na Cluchit in Gianake and faking Corsi BT Evans Ulafashka the Hela and Miana Voxe I guess it addressed to this high give you finding a got him third time lucky Joelle.
Hopefully, yeah. I think Lucy Graham's just got the shout to go up. We were sitting 3 at the back without any player up. I could be proved wrong here.
Stoch gael fe made it through. Captain Nunger, the brisig erst. I guess Nicola Doherty got legal. I guess. Imagine if I can Karstwille. Probably just about a good yellow card to take there.
Yeah, I think they called that a professional foul in the game, so a good card to take from Nick there because it was 2-on-2 and they looked in the ascendancy there.
Havig shit it card to agree Nicola Doherty gera eiche rische Karstwille egal gaan escape eiche ach sin game Giano se no loch line hul na clicket erin late Corsi Speedy Ule as a bogse. Ach, je chaichyd Chiniano. Cuthbert is just a Jera Archer and legal captain and Nungara Sisizar. Agus sinna fágal, well, tá hén stocha cynta go leis réitir siad gyré servrip y fawnach alapydd yn campach agus leach geheen y bal ars de dyrst ach corsi safal chiclior ek a chwld joch y puchtig y bal yr erst y siad hasin y feiking y bal y legal siachad le Lissy Graham agus joch y torst cws corum y gan ungad joch na corum yn sin o chrwach ych cyufi fain unie de fawl fi fast clacht ydys agus nachel sin y fach algal cws corum y galabeg eich anile Lwch taich bican y farach gyda Sia Mila Galew y sio y Camden y doch as wel hanel toliche leis y chwgwnig sin von y reit ydy Mae'n hwys mi Sia Mila coig hiad dau hyd y coig niach y hydd ting y sioc yw Hamden y noch agus at Maraha yn Cuthbert hanel at yn jymioch cyw gyda servrip y fasiad Cuthbert would probably claim that one herself.
Yeah, I think so. She's laughing there and then because I think she knows that that was a foul, and the two of them have had a few kind of tussles and tackles in the last few minutes, and you can see it's all done in the best spirit because they shake hands and just get on with it.
Cuthbert a gleig y bachtal a sin y dyrysa. Lisa Evans gachlig yr asgw Nick Lachlan, Jane Ross y Túntag yr eist agus mar a hair yn Cuthbert eisiau iddyn legal sin y siors a te farifig yn Cuthbert y geiri y fawl fi geiri diolch y nŵnie agus y corym iddyn daragaj Cuthbert and Weir will both fancy this, I'm sure.
Both will fancy it. It'll be interesting to see and hear the discussions that they're having at the moment. But for me, Caroline Weir, our left foot, for me would be the one.
Both full-backs off now. Joel, Pedro Martinez Losa going for the 3 points.
Going for the 3 points, more energy, fresh legs, so hopefully we can get that decisive goal in the next 13 minutes.
Viking sio maha girach y mian y dyl Cuthbert is Weir fasgydd Weir gaffwchtig yr ers Cuthbert gachleich mae irig girach yr asiach yn bal ars dystiach yn y ffost y chwl agos mae irig Emsley yr glach gyda cwlw y lein y gian if that's something they worked on the training ground I think they need to spend longer.
I would agree. They'll both be disappointed with that. That was certainly an opportunity there to get something, get a ball in the box, get a shot on target, and we've done neither.
Alap y legal yn corym siachad maha Cuthbert agus Weir y ddíisiach gyda teil sgynial y chwyd y siach y sio Camden fona sors y aster a hasin nach wel, chadwyd at ffiws y corym y chwyd iddi taragaj y dyrys at Jane Ross maha strí or a farke sin nach Alpe strí gus a darna tul ha sin a warach fémiat chile rash chun a leine chúl boil in ist ide chlé ga chléiche erst balle Vria steachta Lisa Evans ach ran ball eiche se cus ra Vria agus géimig Jane Ross val a cloich far cloiche der stían agus a fáing a brepáisian. We've got a Hungarian player down in the box here, Joelle. You just see there the impact of the substitutions on the right hand side.
Yeah, Rachel and Lisa linking up very well on the right hand side there. It was a very intelligent ball from Rachel. It was just the weight of the pass potentially and the angle of the pass, but yeah, linked up well, and hopefully we can see more of that and more success going forward.
And Hungary won't mind this break and play, just break the momentum and slow things down again.
They won't, however, they won't want their captain to go off, because she's been instrumental in their play tonight. She's a fantastic leader, and hopefully for them she'll come back on, and then they don't need to make another substitution.
Sinna feichting maha captain an nungur golf Caroline Weir le cheval ars de steach an a fosta chúl a shit ha Alpe had the Kiri preparation erased. Sinna feichting Chloe Arthur a fosta chúl stocha le she in there bit target just a chain for traim a cloiche 13 I guess Caroline Weir got the ars de steach an a fosta chúl erased I guess Gírach a steach the Lavan a chiclé a sin Gírach the shocks a sin go nungat agus Rís ball arst so is a fark nungat erasht the gunna chluiche der Gírach in captionachke sisizar a chain erashe dach san orische a hanolach a dras Lisa Evans a brishe uerille Dori shachat a chiclé ach uerille high fine a very Boshan. Lisa Evans has had a great impact.
A fantastic impact, and that's what Scotland have been missing. Someone to drive at the defence, be direct, commit players and get in behind.
Cuthbert Trenturis le cheval ardistach. The first shin, was in faking BT the first chúl stocha eriach. Was in faking nach Jack Kuchen le Zeller the first chúl Jack a chleiche fall I guess. Chara all chore a chreine Kiljarkus chud machsan prepáisian erist the tibh hawl a durise a churís Darren Cuthbert galan chum a ball a chud arteach and a fosta Jen Beatty well chai legal stocha ach no stocha teach go de huchti hai furach sias getá sa bogse agus Alpe Caroline Weir tuned ag snasal a sin stocha cat lache the Tarakich for Caroline Weir. We see great play there from Caroline Weir, but it's like quite a weak shot in the end.
Yeah, delightful play there from Caroline. It's almost like she's got Velcro on her boots at times because the ball just sticks to it, but she'll be disappointed that she didn't get more on the ball in the end.
Ha Jen Beatty Irash the Cassin I guess Irash gonna line a chúl high dal Shias guitar. Da ar sin maha de skipper a nunga manager achgus and Margaret Katz a fiachni cúsin árachuch. Alpe maha coic minute and shia minute and achge gamalishgal ri cúsin árachuch. BT fang y fal ha'i rasio y casan fiach yn eisiau sgebeich ffwchtig yr erst. Fydd y hawl hys ni ffeich yn cleich ysgynial y siyd o Chloe Arthur ach Amesley ha'i fiach yn eisiau fal y glig y bal y dol y machyd llan y ffarc agos cleichyd yn y halpa yn eisiau Gianno G cael dirach y bal chyd yr asht skip yn nungr chos nasal sy'n gas at yn gyda diolch gael yn sochgyr unig liorach agos arach yn eisiau tîn fo skip na halpa Jane Ross y tîn agos Lana Cleland y tîn fach na parc Joelle Lana Cleland coming on. A real last throw of the dice from the Scotland manager.
It certainly is. Lana will give us energy up top. She's got goals in her. She can create something from nothing. So hopefully she can get us that second goal tonight.
And darna til sin ha alapa shirig ifig afakal na 3 poin ganachke. Derivs ha sin gyfi sa te fiach Henry. Na corm yn y crwch san eg yn nungr a ha fawil. Alpa ma ha as y leach gyhyn dwy'n ffadyn y steinin na figad y giri y fi agos y bal ymach gyboel. Eisiau gyda cael y fwy agos sy'n y ffacol corm ag yn ynghyr sy'n y chwnig sy'n son y dyl hwyd at yn merach fo lein y chwl na halapa fan tron Nicola Doherty agos y bal y dyrys yr earth fo Lisa Evans, Lana Cleland y fiach yn rhi ffaing ysdiach yn y focs agos y ffaing can y fwyl a hysyn ach ffiws gyda hanig I giroch iddo ffarc fi chi'n bygan fynnyd sy'n chaniel aster gylior eich gysio gys sy'n I anw. Joelle, I'll ask you now to choose your player of the game. The game's in the balance.
Yeah, I think for me, there's not one Scotland player that really stands out, but for me, Jenny Beattie is the player who looks as if she's wanted to play forward, wanted to play positive, break lines with her driving runs and her balls forward. So for me, tonight, Jenny Beattie is my player of the match.
Smar Aini Maha, Jen Beattie, Sar Chlichadar Igeme Isho Ek. Parc a Hampden. Claire Emsley as yn nosien y fiach Henry corm o chrwch Caroline Weir bydyn ni ced oris son y corm y sin bydyn ni ced cydioch gyd stoch Erin Cuthbert a fiach Henry se fal gleg yr asht an skip eich ach femi alapet dol yr ash chwne chigli iachge gys fiach yn rwydig yn y chrwch hasyn y fiach yn alap fiach yn le dafyn at y ddagal gys y darn y tyl y lorach y fyrig na 3 ping yn gaif ac yn iris y diolch ping yn yr y fysawn agos mae hyn y bail y siach diolch yn tîn mar sy'n se ping yn yr y fysawn diolch bal y giroch ysdiach dy lafyn y chigli unig lior maha ag siogs as y fogsa eich gehyn. Diolch y bal ard sŵas y ffarc agos si boel a haca chyd yr ers na Norsen Evans ach bal ar y chawl le alapa Jen BT sarchleich ydr y geme ach fi eisiau tolich ting far y ffarc le tiroch yn yna ffein eisiau fi fiach yn rys ysgip eich ffwcht yr ers yn y bal eich yn tiroch a hysyn ach Chynna dat y tachar sy'n cetchim yn cael y ffarc giliorach leich ydr yn alapnach yn y lafnach ymach a chysid safol o sgynial clymig sy'n Erin Cuthbert y rei y hosioch sa'n eich gysio fan gorym agos fi eisiau syl sy'n stoch yn y 3 pwynt gynain. Joelle, that was almost the dream chance to the dream player.
Yeah, I was just waiting for the neck to ripple there. There's no other player you want on the end of that fantastic through ball from Claire, but the keeper done fantastically well to stand up and get on the end of that dink from Erin.
Sgannol y siit fan y Cheigli eisiau y cymal skip yn yngre leisio fain gais yn alap y gyda Erin Cuthbert gyfi fain Coromila Tyrus fan y Vribosian y bal ddech o ddysdiach agos biad y games idd y ffost y chwl Hysyn y faking BT fan y fal fan y ffost y chwl agos do Rachel Corsi captain na halapa y fain y 3 pwynt yn dy galapa a sefynach Meirig y sioeg Hamden Chanierig eisiau yn gawr, Chanierig y lwch taich, agos Chanierig manager na halapa yn gawr, a sefynach Meirig ha alapa yr yng gol y hyw gyhyn yn hosio. Bal ysdiach bo Erin Cuthbert y siid. Jen Beatty gagleig, agos y gyffost y chwl, hysyn y faking Rachel Corsi, Joel. The captain stands up at the end.
The captain saves the day. Who would have thought it? The two centre halves assisting and scoring in the 18-yard box. Fantastic goal from Rachel. She anticipates the ball back in the second phase and gets on the end of it, and we get ourselves back in the lead.
Just how important will that goal be? The 3 points against Hungary.
Massively important. I mean, no disrespect to Hungary, but the team and the manager would have come here tonight hoping for and expecting those 3 points. So hopefully we can see the game out and get home with those. But the next few minutes will be massively important. We need to stay focused, stay switched on, and manage this game.
Alapa Maha, Ifia Henry, Athena Sturig. Gunna 3 pwyngyn a sin had the geary stocha serve rip van y reichere had dwy that shit each ach clychyd yn na halapa yn eich tolich gilior clychyd yn yngre diolch lai crien brisje y sé nefa shit vad syl sin stocha gro pwyng gachge fallow gachi a Hamden ach chadanig shit agos captain na halapa y faing and dil skill guitar for Alapa as Noshan yn faking Chloe Arthur if fiach yn y siafal o chymol ysdiach cygwn y gyreidjere y dol na haishe agos se satal ysdiach a ha gyfian as y Noshan satal ysdiach don yngr has yn faking tiroch i'r cwlw walaging ysdiach y lwch taich hot toliches a ha arts and len hit tachers de sio as na big and vinach yn Meirig had a ball Sgannol ysdiach bo wir y siid Claire Emsley fa fiach yn riawr bo chwrdd y daragydjach a jach eich gydd y casol chwrdd y fwyl y siid agos yngyd yn eistedd brisig so ys chwnig sy'n tyl anamach mar ha alapa biad y dochus nach bi tyl anamach i lan ag eich anile ach y ball y sy'n giroch cwsro ate do skip yn yngyd agos a giroch yr chwmal iddo ysdiach le cosan iddo Jan Hall captain yn yngyd yn eist leis y chorym y balwch o ddysdiach yn y bocse ach si Caroline Weir a ha ysyd gys cwys yn y hochgrych yw bal y chodymach gw leoch sli iddo ffarge agos hysyn diolch y faking yn yngyd y fiach yn rys yn chorym hysyn y grwach yw galop y wle yr as as y leach gyhyn agos y bal sy'n cwsro at y agos Lee Alexander i'r gol Courage at the imach gan Oshan. Joel, we see Hungary trying to get that goal back, but Scotland have just collapsed back into their own half.
Yeah, they've done it well. They've recovered and got under the ball well, and we just need to manage the game, control the game, and see the game out. We need to keep the ball and just play the game out in the opposition's half.
Lee Alexander in this Chahagal, the whole jigs of Buringi. A ball of ours, the Hutsuis, Caroline Weir, the Sapa to the on, the Hatudia. Claire Emsley in this, the ball of Gleig, I guess, Satal is Jack of Gleig. I guess, it is Chloe Arthur. Giroch of the Socket, the Dolly Dash, Pocalavai. I guess a cow na Surinki the Gunya le Minach Edakal as a game. Minach gonna 3 ping in the Galapa ball at Erst for Emsley Díach ar a ghlachgad cúlú a leine Gian Ishid va Lana Cleland Levenach Ekenunged Mahadison Tuller Ille Oborak Femi at the Yanukas Nasalach Rachel Boyle Klachkuge and Yolas a Heichgische Jach Sochgrupu Kuschen had a fine Satalis Jachanunge Ach Chanel Schenke Jeffer de Galoppe had a fine Ithjoch Kunnert Sabi is Sochgrupu Gach Iriist Eg Boyle Haye a Gutchevoil Agus Jerry a shoot ha Allope in the Gleeg had in the 3 pungenang the 3 pungenig Agus had le 3 and macha 3 Agus na 9 pungen and a billion beat the Fatfish Jeremy Cooper na Crinje Shinefak al skipper Pedro Martinez Losa ek Mulloch a Vina Hashin ha skipper in Ungre Javor Ule if a war had le Krien Bristje wat de Seulshin Gra Pungachke gratis Kuschen a Horske Kjaun ek Tull and Nurre gaat doen dat het shin Giano Geta Gamig at Golgachi Gun Tull as jay the Rachel Corsi Tull Anamach Hashin Aing as a Vinach Meyerig Girach a Gleeg na 3 pingen te skippen a Halabe Captain a Halabe Vakal Skipper en Ungere Ranich a Shaw ek Hamden Kuschen a Kriach na Hug Alapega en Ungere a Hun Alapega en Ungere a Hun Agus Alape a Dolgachi Lena 3 pingen Joel Scotland will be over the moon with the 3 points if not with the performance.
Yeah, the 3 points is all that matters and what we came here for tonight, but the performance fell well below par and it was a performance that we didn't expect and hadn't hoped for, but nonetheless, like you said, the 3 points is what we came here for and we've managed to take that away tonight.
Sularash in the Dill, Voynich again, the Gallop, Rachel Corsi, Fang Dill, Joel, the ball in from Erin Cuthbert, and as you said, the 2 centre backs creating the goal.
Yeah, so you can see Rachel's looking and she knows that Jenny's going to get on the end of it. She anticipates it and times her run well to get on the end of it, and what a fantastic goal and what a fantastic way to end the game.
And for a central defender, she gives the goalkeeper no chance.
No chance. It's in the side net and she knows where she's going to put it. She just knows she needs to get a connection, and once she does that, it's in the back of the net.
Hashin a Kleinchin, Egg Hamden, Turisele, Hashin a Kleinchin, a Boogie, a Doll, Hunichin a Raid, Mara Vonig, a Ukran, Kehed Tel, Ganyoni, a Nine, a Helen and Farach, Alapa, a Giano, a Hushin, a Ya, Hul, a Hun, a Nay, a Nunger, Shinefakal, Mara Warshmi, 3 Macha 3, to skip a Pedro Martinez Losa, Alapa, if Nay Pungen, Ek Mulloch, Buyen B, the Garpish, Jerevi, Kupen, a Crinje, I guess. At leis Spain agus a Ukraine Richín even avies biad komen in sin geta drast had Giroch Toliche gevelat id Mulloch Evoyin agus well Femi mi tain gehorst de Joel Borach and Sonnevi a shock collerum and noch skippen a halappe a Giano Gush hashin a faking ads and a bolige bossen hashin Richín a show is BBC Alappe lekeme operain and nay Hebs Shintin Jasarnia Shia Within van a free of league a Sean Alappe Gemille a Galappe and they doing Shin Richín Jamarst Eichevarst is BBC Alappe must be game Norshin Eiche Hieting Irish Livy and they Dunje Ernichte as a game a Hashin Alappe Geta a Shaw Egg Hamden a Giano Roy if na 3 pungen shin a Gleeg Erin Cuthbert Marahal Luchtai Ule a Le Hollicher Lena 3 pungen shin had the Dolgachi Lena 3 pungen.
Wel sy'n ag oe Mafo Farca Hamden y United Show ha Alba 3 pwyngyd gymal lwch fyr y fwnnwch ag agos aber garstig as hag a Ianwa Show noch aras dy hyn agos mae'r sien lif gynna hyrys. I am ready for the